First, we have Angela Knight. She's 15. She's a freshman at Cressida Valley High School. She's very active in YOU and attends Pasadena West AM congregation. Miss Angela Knight.
Thank you, Mr. May. Hi, everybody. As you heard, my name is Angela Knight, and I'm from right here in Pasadena, California. I'd like to welcome you all and hope you're having a fantastic time. When Mr. May gave me some choices on topics I could discuss, like what church means to me and what YOU means to me and so on, I started to realize that I really wanted to talk about all of them. So I mixed them up and I started to think. My parents are really supportive and positive towards the way I feel, and I would not feel positive about the church and YOU without them behind me. Through all these years, my parents have supported me in all my thoughts and the way I felt. They realized that one day I'll be making the decisions on my own, and of course I can't resist reminding them of that a few times. I've always had a positive attitude towards the church and all the things they have to offer. I had the opportunity to go to SEP this past summer, and I was there for 2 sessions, one session as a camper and the next session as a worker. You don't realize how much you have really learned until you're back at home. I learned so much there, and you don't really appreciate it until you're back and you realize exactly how much you appreciated there. I was at camp living in a dorm with 23 other girls, meaning you have to get along with 23 completely different people. So that was a challenge, and you learn, that's like the main thing you learn up there, getting along with everyone. A lot of the girls, we had a great time, but a lot of the girls felt that their parents really didn't care about them. They didn't feel their parents supported them, and it came out in a lot of the things they did. You could tell they weren't as confident, and they would talk about it a lot. And you get really close with them, so they tell you a lot of things. And I find it so amazing how much family affects the life of children, and their parents probably didn't even realize they felt that way, you know? They probably didn't even realize that their kids were feeling, they had a low self-confidence, they felt that they weren't loved at home. Their parents probably didn't even realize it. They don't realize that the main thing in a kid's life is to feel loved and cared about. And the one thing they want it from is their parents. They want to feel it from their parents. In my opinion, feeling loved by parents is the base that molds their whole life, meaning that it's important that we grow up in a strong family background. SEP was a really great experience for me. I want to do so many things, and I wouldn't want to do so many things if I didn't have my parents supporting me and feeling positive about, you know, the way I feel. And I would not be able to do anything without their support. I feel confident enough to say that I'm really happy with my family, and unfortunately, not a lot of people can say that. We are all here to live a good and uplifting life. Here's a question I'd like us all to ask ourselves. What will it take for each one of us to feel positive about our lives? When I look around, I feel like I have so much. You just look around every day. We don't realize how much we have. And I hate it so much that I get in those moods where I feel I have nothing. I'm sure we all have felt like that from time to time, really down, like we have nothing. We have so many opportunities, so many chances right in front of us, and sometimes we don't even realize it. I would do so much to give others the same thing, give others the opportunities we have, the chances we have. I feel it's all due to family and the stableness that we grow up in. I think it's so important. When you think about it, us teenagers have a pretty tough life. We go to school, and for us to go to public school every day, it's kind of scary. It's a relief for me by the time Saturday comes along. It's like a whole different world at school. I knew a girl, we were really close. I had known her for 3 years, and she was having a really tough time. A lot of things were going on, and the main thing that didn't help her through it was her family. She didn't feel loved at all. She didn't feel cared about. She felt neglected. They wouldn't talk to each other. They would just yell, you know. And it really, really tore her apart. And when she needed them most, they weren't there for her. And all she wanted a place she could turn to where she would feel loved. She wanted a place where she could go and they would hug her, they would, pay attention to her. And she found a Christian church, and now she goes there and she's so involved. She's so involved with it. And I'm so happy that, maybe she's not here, but she's involved and she's at a place where she feels loved. She can go there, to people where she feels close to. I appreciate the church so much, and I hope that we can all appreciate the church, because we need to realize exactly, what's there for us, what's in front of us. I'm not afraid to admit that I really am for the church. I'd really like to thank my parents for giving me a stable background to be living in. I owe so much. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Angela. Really appreciated that.